Here we have a 2012 on a 12 registration. Hool TDX27 Astromega, 88 seat, double deck executive coach. So we are not a million miles away from Stoke-on-Trent, but probably near a leak in the Staffordshire Moorlands this afternoon at Stanton's Coaches, looking at this, well, block of flats on its side really. 14.2 metres of Hool engineering. Not long repainted into this silver colour scheme. Vehicle was new to Siesta Holidays up on Teesside, who sadly ceased trading last year, but not without leaving a number of these beasts for sale. Alloy wheels are fitted. Offside bodywork is all good. Great idea for vehicles of this length with the rear tail swing or corner cams. So basically what happens is you put the left hand indicator on, that camera comes on, and I've just checked it's all working, which is very unusual on a vehicle that's 13 years old. So basically you can see if you're turning where your tail swing is. Reverse camera's also fitted. Under the bonnet, Euro 5 MAN engine. That's driven through a ZF 12-speed Astronic automated gearbox. These vehicles, however, whilst with Siesta, so for pretty much all of their lives, will have been main dealer maintained on a service contract, because Siesta didn't really have big engineering facilities. So these will have been main dealer maintained. Corner cam again on the near side. Obviously that works the opposite way, so right hand indicator on, left hand corner camera comes on. Then you've got your luggage hold, which was never brilliant on double deckers, but obviously these, I think they used to be 62 seaters, so these will have had to have coped with 62 lots of luggage going to Spain for 10 days, 17 days and so on. So you've still got a decent amount of luggage space. There's also an inverter fitted over there, as you can see. We have twin entrance exit on these vehicles for fast loading and unloading. Unfortunately, because of the position of the toilet, can't be PSVAR compliant, sadly. There's a little paint blemish which I'm going to point out to you, but you won't see it otherwise, but for the purposes of honesty, there, which it hasn't been prepared properly, so that's got to go back to the painters to be redone. Rest of the near side is all good. We've got loading lights fitted near side and offside, and then we'll have a look on board, shall we? As always, up the front steps, trying not to bang my head, because there's always something on these to bang your head on. 67 seats up here. Now let me explain what's been done. These were built obviously for a specific job, which was shuttling down to Spain. These actually didn't tend to do shuttles. They tended to stay down there rather than go up and down twice a week. So they had in total 62 seats, but they had 62 like sleeper seats, so you had like leg rests and everything. They also had, you know, the individual TV like you have on a plane in the back of the seats. But obviously later in life that's no use to man a beast, so these have been upseated, and Sonny Guy and his team at OXC Trimmers did this. So what they've done, they took the big fancy seats in, loads of Levante seats knocking about, aren't there? So they've replaced them with 88 Faenza Gala recliners out of Levantes that they've obviously converted to 3 and 2. Great idea. 3-point seat belts are fitted, full leather interior, don't look worn. So what you've, and don't look out of place with the yellow. Black and yellow goes, doesn't it? You know, ask Andy Burnham, he'll tell you. So, great concept, great idea. Majority of the seats have got trays to the seat backs. You've still got the doors to the hat racks up here, which tidy the job up. Doesn't really go beyond that, to be honest. You've not got any sort of monitors and so on, because they weren't built with them. They had individual seats, but let's be honest, it doesn't matter, because these days everybody's got individual screens anyway. Wood effect laminate to the floor just makes it look a bit sexier. And then as we head downstairs, again, toilet is here at the bottom of the stairs. Obviously floor mounted for easy access, but you're not going to get a sunken toilet on a decker, are you? Let's be honest. Not sure, they're sort of set a bit lower down. I just wonder, just to unify everything, whether I'd have built, you know, just maybe built that up so everything's on the same level. I don't know. Not a lot of people will be bothered anyway. So down here, you've got 21 seats. We're obviously wired for CCTV. Usual decker spec with the teacher's seats around the tables near the front. But you think what you could do with this? All right, it's not PSVR compliant, but think anything high capacity. Private hire, 88 seats. It's 2 coaches pretty much with 1 jockey. So you're saving away straight away. Probably a bit long in the tooth, but these could still do school tours. You know, they were going out to Spain until 12 months ago. So, you know, school tours to Paris, you know, short haul European. But your school tour operator's going to go, well, it's got to be 5-year-old, really. But, not being funny, doesn't look any different than any other TX at the front. Put a private plate on. Are they going to know? I know you've got to send them the logbook, but you know when they're stuck, you think middle of June and July, well, it should be out working anyway, but assuming it isn't, it's got a weekend free. They phone up on Thursday afternoon. They need 80 odd seats to go to, I don't know, just even Caliply, someone Latuke, PGL, something like that. Not being funny. Telephone numbers time, innit? Dash is all in good order, as you can see. Now, you're going to expect these to be mega Brewster mileage, aren't you? You're wrong. Standard Van Hool dash, obviously. Mileage, 623,000 kilometres from new, because they stayed in Spain most of the time. Some of them might come home once a fortnight. But while they're down in Spain, they don't work hard either. There is a little fridge hiding here. So there's somewhere there for the driver, keep his sandwiches fresh and so on. The only thing it needs, and Keith said they've just not had time to do this, maybe put some bars on here, and on here you can make a little bit of like somewhere to put your bags and that, you know, if it's on a school run and the kids want to put the bags there, you know, that'd work. But yeah, the concept's great. As I said, some people might go, Euro 5 MAN, but as I said, these have been main dealer maintained literally all their lives. And 88 seats, 2 and 2 as well. Think weddings, that sort of thing, ideal. Anyway, as that started, I'll stop. So to recap, it's a 2012 on a 12 registration Van Hool TDX27 Astromega 88 seat double deck executive coach.